We're moving into a high skip. So you're going to start at the front of your mat. We're going to go reverse lunge. So one leg steps back, lead knee over top of the ankle, driving that back leg through with the knee to hop up on the front foot. We're going to repeat this movement for 30 seconds. Your option is just to drive that knee up with no jump. So 30 seconds each side. Keeping the chest up, belly button drawn in. All right, switch sides. So big step back, drive through and up, 30 seconds. Remember your option, just knee through, no jump. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax back on your mat. To start our warm-up, we're going into hip openers. So your feet are going to be a comfortable distance apart. You're lifting one knee up to about a 90, starting from in, circle out as wide as you can, place the foot down for balance, and then go out, circle back in. We're going to go 30 seconds a side. So it's alternating in to out and out to in. Focus on drawing as wide as you can with the knee before you place down, starting as wide as you can and bringing it all the way back in. Feel free to hold onto something for balance if you need to. All right, time's up on that side, so go ahead and switch. In, draw out, and then out, drawing it back in. Try to lift the knee, circle big. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax. Now that we're warmed up, we're ready to get into the first circuit. We're moving into squats with the band. So placing your mini band just above the knees. You're going to put your feet shoulder width apart. Right from the start, drive your knees out. So you have more weight on the outsides of your feet. You should already feel the sides of your legs and your glutes engaged. Chest stays tall, reaching back with the hips and the heels, then driving down through the heels, forward through the hips, squeezing your glutes at the top. We're going to repeat this movement for 30 seconds. So really take advantage of wearing that mini band, driving those knees out. Again, weight should be in the heels and more on the outsides of the feet. You don't have to worry about going fast, but really focus on always outside pressure against that band. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax and remove the band. We're moving into monster walks. You will need a mini band for this one. So take your time stepping into it. You're going to place that band just above the knees. Make sure it's not actually on, but just above. Standing at one side of your mat, your feet should be shoulder width apart. We're going to do just a micro squat down, just a bit of a bend, keeping your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to take 3 or 4 steps to the other end of your mat and then take those steps backward. So we're just going to walk forward and back for 30 seconds. So sitting down in those legs as we go. Chest stays upright, Tension between the shoulder blades, always pushing out against the band. So you want to go nice and controlled on these ones, smaller movements. Again, constant tension, pushing out. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax. Take off the band, and you're done. We're moving into a single leg deadlift with a knee press. So you're going to be balancing on one leg. Make sure the core is on, belly button drawn in. As you hinge, drive the hips back, let that one leg fall back, reaching as if you were trying to grab something right in front of your toes. When you feel tension in the back of the leg, driving through that heel and plant the foot. Then carry that leg all the way through, so the knee's up, pressing down onto the knee, so you're resisting against it for about 2 or 3 seconds, and then back down. We're going to repeat this motion on one side for 30 seconds. So leg falls back, reaching. When you feel tension in the back of the leg, drive up, then knee up, press against it a few seconds, and release. Try to keep the back nice and flat as you go. All right, we're going to switch to the other side. So gain balance, 30 seconds. Tension between the shoulder blades, belly button drawn in, and again, press down against your knee, but resist against it, and then release. Try to keep your chin tucked down to your chest, just so your neck stays neutral as you go for that deadlift. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax and release. We're going to move into hamstring curls with a band. So you're going to need your mini band, placing it around your ankles. So you're going to stand just with a slight stagger stance here. Hands can be wherever is comfortable, belly button's drawn in. From there, the back leg, the toe's just going to tap the ground slowly, keeping the toes flexed to the shins. You're going to pull your heel towards your hamstring or the back of your leg, feeling contraction right in the back of the leg, and then slowly tap that toe back down. We're going to go 30 seconds per side. So focus on controlled, keeping constant tension in the band. So I want you to think about the back of the leg doing the work to pull that heel up and release back down, keeping the toes flexed to the shin the entire time. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch. A little bit of an off stance there, and then 30 seconds. Keeping the toes flexed, heel coming up, squeeze the back of the leg, and then release. Again, don't forget, belly button drawn in, core should be engaged. You can find something just on the ground to look at in front of you to help with balance. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax. Remove your band and release. We're moving back into squats with the band. So placing that mini band just above the knees. Feet are going to go shoulder width apart. This time we're going to go for 1 minute. So reaching back, driving through those heels up at the top. Try to squat down a little slower and then up a little bit faster. Never letting those knees cave in. Always press them out. Good, and just move at your own pace. Chest stays tall. Belly button drawn in. Awesome, time's up. Go ahead and relax, and you can remove the band. We're moving back into monster walks. So grabbing that mini band, this time we're gonna go for 1 minute. So you're placing that band just above the knees. Again, 60 seconds, mini squat down, and go. So you don't have to sit super low, but you do want a bit of a bend, really engaging those legs, feeling the sides of your glutes working as you drive out against that band. Chest should stay tall, back should stay flat, squeezing the shoulder blades. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax. Remove the band and release. We're moving back into the single leg deadlift with a knee press. This time, 45 seconds a side. So pick one side to start, leg back, back flat, feel in the back of the leg, and then drive the knee up, press down, and repeat. You don't have to go down super far in the deadlift, just far enough so that you feel tension in the back of the leg. And then drive through that heel up, really press down, fight against the pressure down by pressing the knee up. All right, time's up on that side, so we're gonna switch. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax. We're moving back into the hamstring curl with the band. So again, mini band's gonna go right around the ankles. This time we're gonna go 45 seconds per side. So slight off stance, core is on, flexing the toes to the shin, heel up, nice and controlled on the way back down. Again, 45 seconds per side. So keep it totally under control, no jerky movements. Really focus on that squeeze. All right, switch sides. And when you're ready, 45 seconds. Again, don't forget about the core. pulling your toes towards your shin so your foot is flexed. Awesome, time's up. Go ahead and relax. Remove your band and release. We're moving into a single leg calf raise. So picking one leg to start, you're going to touch the other toe onto the ground. This leg is just used as support to help you with balance. We're going to press up solely with the one leg for 30 seconds and then we'll switch sides. So pressing up and then release back down. Again, just keeping that other toe tapped on the ground lightly if you can with the weight on it, just helping for balance. All right, time's up on that side, so go ahead and switch. 30 seconds. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax. We're moving into TikToks. So place your hands on your hips. You want to straighten your legs, little lean to the side, and lift the opposite leg. Then set it down, little lean the other way, and lift. We're going to alternate for 30 seconds. So you want to feel it right in the side of your glute here. It doesn't have to be a high lift. Just focus on squeezing and using the hip to lift, keeping that leg straight. So little lean with the torso as you go. Your core should be engaged, your obliques, keeping your torso nice and strong and supported. You're gonna really focus on squeezing the sides of the glutes. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax. We're moving into an alternating lateral lunge with a shoulder press. So stacking your weights over top of your shoulders, you'll want dumbbells you can do your overhead shoulder press with. We're going to take a big step out to the side with one leg, keeping both feet flat, sinking your weight back onto your heels, then pressing up through that leg, soften the knees, belly button in, press the weights directly overhead. Then we'll do the other side, alternating for 30 seconds. So both feet stay flat. Think heavy heels, light toes. Make sure the belly button stays drawn into the spine so you support your back and engage your core. Keeping that chest tall, tension between your shoulder blades, hips back when you lunge. On your way up, think about pushing down through the heel to come back up to standing. Awesome, time's up. Go ahead and relax. We're moving back into the single leg calf raise. So picking one leg to start, tap the other toe down for balance, this time 45 seconds each side. You can find something either on the ground or just in front of you to look at that's not moving to help with balance. But again, that other foot is there. Rely on that toe as little as possible, keeping the far majority in your weight on that working leg. You might also feel a bit into that glute as it's working to help stabilize and hold you upright in those hips. All right, time's up on that side, so go ahead and switch, 45 seconds. Reminder, belly button stays pulled into the spine, so engaging that core, which is also going to help keep your body strong, supported, and aid with balance. All right, go ahead and relax, time's up. We're moving back into TikToks, this time for 1 minute. So hands on your hips, alternating sides, again for 60 seconds. So keep those legs straight, little lean as you go. Really focus on lifting using the side of the glute and the hip. Okay, just move at your own pace. At any point, you can always just reduce the range of motion to a couple smaller ones, and then lift that leg a little bit higher when you're ready. Chest, it should stay tall, a little bit of squeeze in between the shoulder blades. And again, core is on. Make sure you keep those legs straight so you don't want to bend the knee. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax. We're moving back into the lateral lunge with shoulder press. So again, weight stacked over the shoulders, alternating sides, lunge and press up for 1 minute. Keeping that chest tall the entire time. Again, making sure, especially when you're pressing overhead, that your belly button is pulled in towards your spine, so you're helping to protect your back. Remembering heavy heels, light toes, so you really want to push your hips back in the lunge, drive through that heel to stand up at the top. Awesome, time's up. Go ahead and relax. We're moving into leg circles. So you're gonna need to lie back on your mat, relax your upper body down, keeping one leg bent so the foot is flat. You're gonna lift the other leg straight, flexing the toes to the shins. You want your legs about even to start. From here, just making small circles in one direction. We're gonna go 30 seconds per side. So try to press your back down into the mat so your core is engaged, and again, make small circles. If you need a little bit more of a challenge, lowering the leg down is going to make it harder, or a little bit easier is to bring that leg even higher. Just keeping it as straight as you can. We are targeting your hip flexor, so right in the front of that hip. All right, time's up. Go ahead and switch. So foot planted, leg out, flex the toes, 30 seconds. Remember pressing your back down into the mat just so it's not popping up. Awesome, time's up. Go to relax, back on your mat. We're moving into a single leg lift. So you're gonna take a seat on your mat, hands in behind you for support. The leg that you're working is gonna be straight, so the other foot is flat and the knee is bent. Sitting up nice and tall, you're gonna flex the legs, so you're engaging the quad, pulling the toes to the shins. It's a small range of motion as you lift up, pause, and then release back down. We're gonna do 30 seconds each side. So making sure that leg is straight, you are lifting from the hip flexors. You should feel it right in the crease of your hip. Doesn't have to be a big motion, just a small one, but keep it controlled on the way up and the way back down. Pressing through that chest so your body stays tall and supported. All right, time's up, so switch. Flexing the quad and the toes, 30 seconds. All right, time's up. Go to relax, back on your mat. We're moving into clamshells with the mini band. So you're gonna place it on just above the knees, and then you're gonna lie down on your side, elbow underneath the shoulders. So you want your heels, your butt, and your shoulders all in line, so your knees are cut in about a 45-degree. Stacking your feet, opening up, squeezing the side of the glute, and then nice and controlled on the release. We're gonna go 30 seconds each side. So open, focus on squeezing the side, and keep it controlled on the way back down. Making sure that you're staying over on the hip just so you're not leaning back with it. You're staying right on top of that hip, so you're really making the side of the glute work. All right, that side's done, so go ahead and flip over. 30 seconds. Again, knees cut in about a 45, squeezing the side and release. All right, time's up. Go ahead and remove your mini band and relax back on your mat.